everyone, this is Dr. Weideman, your professor for this course, and I wanted to give you a quick introduction to the Blackboard course and also to the Mymathlab course. So here we are on the Announcements tab, and each Monday morning there'll be an announcement welcoming you to the week and summarizing what we're going to go over during the week coming up. When you start in the course, you're probably going to want to go first to the syllabus. Really important for you to read through the syllabus, make sure you understand how the course is organized. The Getting Started module has a lot of information on helping you get started in the course. This is the video that you're watching right now. You want to get registered in the Mymathlab course. I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. There is a link here to a video made by Pearson, which goes through the steps that shows you how to register. The beginning of the video is a little bit different Blackboard setup, but around 48 seconds it shows you what happens when you're going to register. And you want to go, of course, to start in week 1 folder for this week. Each week your assignments are going to be due primarily on Sunday night by 11:59. For the discussions, your first posting will be due on Friday night by 11:59. Here's some information here on the Mymathlab registration. There's a handout there. In this class, we're going to use a monitoring process for the proctored exams with Respondus, which is in the Mymathlab program. We won't be using the Proctorio. So let me just talk you through, let's go through, before we go to Mymathlab, what the weekly folders look like. So in each weekly folder, they're going to be set up the same way. It'll list your assignments, read the textbook, which is an ebook in Mymathlab. There'll be a discussion board for each week, which will be linked right below this little introduction section. It'll tell you what homework sections you have to do in Mymathlab, and then it'll also tell you there's a quiz. And then interesting information in here, there's PowerPoint presentations, there's some formula sheets and so forth, different information in each of the weekly folders. Now, when you're going to do the Mymathlab registration, you're going to click right here on the Mymathlab tab. When you do that, I'm not going to do it, well, I'll show you what happens because it's not going to look different. I'm already registered, but when you do it for the first time, it's going to ask you to accept the user agreement. You'll see this in the video, and then create an account or register with an account if you've already used Pearson. And then once you've done that, the next screen will ask you to enter the access code from the kit you purchased, or you can buy the access code there, or you can have a temporary account for free, good for 2 weeks, at which time you'll have to purchase the code at the end of the 2 weeks. And then once you get registered, you'll use this link again to go to the course. And I'm going to click on it here. And I'm going to go to the home course. And I think it's probably going to ask me to register, so I'm going to skip that if it's going to ask me to do that, because I think it will. Yeah, so there's the screen you're actually going to see when you try to register. So there you go. If you have your access code, you'll click here for access code. If you want to buy it here, don't buy the 24-month, just buy the 18-week. And then again, there's that link there if you want to go for 14 days without paying. So you can see that right there. So I've already registered, so I'm going to go over and go into my Pearson course, which I have over here somewhere. All right, let me pause for a second so I can find it. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I lost my course for a minute there. Okay, so when you first go into your Mymathlab course, and I'm going to recommend you pick the whole course to go into, not just the assignments page. So you've got a navigation bar on the left-hand side. There's a link there to your assignments. Here's the e-text. So when you're going to read the sections in the textbook, here they are here. I wanted to show you your assignments page. And on the assignments page, you'll see the little blue dots here are homework assignments, and then the quizzes are the little squares, like orange colored squares. The due dates are shown right here with the times and so forth. Let's pick a problem a little bit later in the course. Let's go in here and do one of the problems in here. So you do have question help available. And by the way, you can go back to homework if you've worked on it before the due date to rework it at a later date. Let's say you run out of time to get something done, you want to get the quiz done and you didn't get a good score on the homework, you can always go back later. So you've got a lot of help here. Depending on the problem, they'll have different learning aids on here. Sometimes you'll have view an example, sometimes it will have, oh here it is, view an example. Which actually works a similar problem, but when you get finished, we'll take you back to the original problem. Help me solve it is right here, which will solve that problem, but when you get finished, you'll get a new problem. And here, if you do ask my instructor, it will send me an email with the exact problem you're working on, and I can help to figure out why you're having trouble with that problem. It's not helpful if you send it to me if you haven't worked on the problem and gotten an incorrect answer, but if you got it wrong and you click on that Ask My Instructor, it will send me the problem with your wrong answer, and I can try to troubleshoot and help you with getting the answer correct the next time that you do the problem. And again, on the quizzes, you'll notice here it tells you get 2 attempts, and I take the highest grade on those. You will be taking your proctored midterm and your proctored final in Mymathlab with Respondus, and there is information in our course in the Getting Started, and also in the midterm folder, you'll see information about Respondus here. I also wanted to talk to you about the discussion board. Right now you can only see the first discussion, which is the introductions, but the grading criteria are here, and you want to make sure you participate in each of the discussions. So I'm here to help you. There's lots of resources in the weekly folders. There's lots of videos here that you may find helpful if you're having trouble with a concept. There are also videos linked in the ebook in Mymathlab. So if you go to one of the sections in the ebook, so if we go over here to, I'll just pick a chapter here, let's say 2.2. If you start reading the e-text, there's a lot of times in a section, there'll be a video linked right into the e-text, which is really helpful if you're going through a section and you're having trouble with a concept. There'll be something linked right there within the page to help you. I'm probably going to pick one that doesn't have a video, but there are videos linked in the pages that will show you how to, there's one right there, use graphs to locate a relative minima and maxima. So there's a right there, linked right in there. It's linked right into the e-text. So I'm here to help you. Feel free to ask any questions as we go through the course, and I look forward to having a very successful semester with everybody. So have a great week, and each week I'll post a short welcome update on where we are and where we're going for that week. So welcome to our course.